Hey guys, Nicholas here, back to another video, and as you all know, you're read the title of this video about why Stanley is important to everyone. Now, as you all know, Stanley has passed away this year. Stanley has passed away last year at the age of 95, and a lot of comic book fans are really upset, including myself. I was really upset when I heard that Stanley died. And one of my friends at school already know the news, as you already know. Um, but some of my other friends from school don't know about Stan Lee. They don't know about Stan Lee, and some don't simply care about him, which I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what I should say, but anyways, today I'll be talking about why Stan Lee is so important to us. And a few people made a video about why Stan Lee is so important to us, like Comic Book Cast. If you have not seen his video, the video will be linked down in the description down below. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how Stan Lee was important to us, and let's talk about how he changed our lives. Okay. So, Stan Lee. Um, I'm not sure how to say this. I'm a little bit nervous though about talking about this, but this is a topic that I want to choose for those of you who don't know about Stan Lee. Now, you don't need to know that much about Stan Lee. I mean, Stan Lee, he was the king of Marvel Comics. He was the absolute great Marvel comic books. He was the absolute greatest Marvel comic book storyteller I that I ever heard, and I saw him on TV when I was a little kid, reading comic books when I was a little kid, and he inspired me to do art and to do filmmaking, to filmmake uh, comic books out of comic books, adapt them into like fan films or to movies. Yeah, and that is something I want to do when I grow up. I want to draw my favorite I want to draw my favorite like comic book, comic book, my favorite Marvel comic book um, characters, my favorite superheroes. You know, like Spider-Man, Daredevil, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Panther, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. I like to draw those, and I like to work at Marvel Comics. Um, and what else? I also like to draw my own superheroes for Marvel or for DC or for my own uh my own thing or something like that. Um, my own studio right here, Nicholas. Well, the Supersonic Nickel movies, or I just call this Nicholas Studios, where I get to make videos about uh, where I get to make some animations and stuff like that. I used to make animations here on this channel, and now I do it on my third channel. If you want to watch my old animations, there's a playlist. The playlist will be in the description down below. Okay, but anyways, Stan Lee, without these characters that Stan Lee created, what will happen? I mean, Stan Lee saved our lives. He was a great person. He was a hero. And the only words that we can say right now is Excelsior. That's Stan Lee's favorite word. And I have a drawing right here in my pocket. Let me show you. This is my art, by the way. This is Stan Lee saying his favorite word right here, Excelsior. And then this is Wolverine. I'm an X-Men. And then this is Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And then this is Black Panther. I am the king of Wakanda. And this is something I really want to keep. This is something I want to show you. For this video. This is the one that I'm drawing today. But yeah, anyways, Stan Lee, he changed our lives. He looks. We look into our lives in another perspective. Wait, thanks for the help of Stan Lee. And oh boy, I don't know what else to say. I'm not crying. I'm not crying or anything like that. But he changed our lives. He was our hero. He was an inspiration to everyone who like to draw comic books, who like to do filmmaking, or who like to see their life in another perspective way, to see those characters that you're related. Like, for example, Peter Parker. Peter Parker is relatable. Um, Stanley decides that he doesn't want him to be rich. He doesn't want him to be famous. He just wants him to be an average guy in high school, getting bullied and getting picked on all the time and getting made fun of. That is until he got bitten by a radioactive spider, and he can climb up through walls. He can make web shooters, and he can do that. And that is the character that I can relate to, because sometimes I get bullied and I can get picked on a bit. Um, but then when I read like Spider-Man comics, I look in a perspective way, and then I watch the Spider-Man animated TV shows, and then I watch the Sam Raimi movies, and then I watch the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, and then I watch Spider-Man Homecoming, and I was happy with those. I was happy to relate Peter Parker because he was my well Peter Parker, Spider Man. He was my favorite Marvel superhero. Spider Man was my favorite Marvel superhero. Kind of like Daredevil. I mean, I like Daredevil. I remember watching the uh, Daredevil Ben Affleck movie, and I read some of the comics. And then I got this. Hold on. Reading X-Men comics as a kid, and then this is the first issue I picked up at Goodwill. It only cost like $2, and this was Stanley's other favorite superheroes that he liked to create, the Uncanny X-Men. And yeah, Stanley made um, movie cameos and TV show cameos, whether it's live action or animated, and he doesn't care about the part of the role that he's been getting. He likes those parts of the role that he receives. Like his first cameo was in uh, his first cameo was in X-Men by Bryan Singer, directed by Bryan Singer, and his second cameo was in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie by Sam Raimi, and his third one was in Daredevil, the one that started with Ben Affleck. You know, you know who Ben Affleck is. Yeah, the guy he plays Batman in the DC extended universe. Yeah. Anyways, what else? He keeps making cameos in other Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows, whether live action or animated, and he also makes cameos in other projects that are not Marvel related. Like he made a cameo in The Simpsons, and he also made a cameo in Teen Titans Go to the Movies. What else has he been making other cameos in? I mean, that's all I can think of. That's all I can think of right now. What else did he do?
What I think you could try and do is what I as I was saying, what I think you could try and do is add up the much cameos he's ever had, and I don't know, Google search it.
I don't know how much, but he does a lot of cameos in other Marvel films.
Possibly too much.
Possibly too much.
Well,
Um,
wait. There's never such thing as too much, so.
and there he, well, not too much though. But anyways, and there he was recognizable and was known as the king of Marvel Comics.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's been friends with Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and yeah, he's been friends with Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, and he had a great relationship with Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. That is until they passed away, and now Stanley has passed away in 2018. Reason why he's important to us is because he well he inspired us. He inspired us to do art. He inspired us to make films, adapt from comic book to movie screens or to TV show screens.
He fascinated us.
He fascinated us, and um, Diego, remember when he looked at our lives at another view? You know, like something relatable, like for example, Peter Parker, aka Spider Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I especially loved
what he
his
does.
cameo as a bus driver in Infinity War.
Yeah, as a bus driver in Infinity War. Also, I like where he was reading a funny comic in a newspaper in Doctor Strange. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was funny though. But anyways, yeah. Overall, Stanley changed our lives forever. Even though he's even though he's gone, even though he's passed away, he's he still changed our lives forever. And that is something we can thank him. So that is the reason why Stanley was important to us, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And and if you're crying right now and typing in the comments down below saying I'm sorry to hear that, I'm crying right now or something like that, or I don't know, I don't know, but if you like this video and understand why Stanley was important to us, let us know in the comments down below. And as always, I'm Nicholas Pajuelo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.